In a world of reboots, remakes, and cinematic disasters, two dudes with no clue dare to ask, what the hell were they thinking? Popcorn ready, brains off, no film school, and no mercy. This is No Clue Movie Reviews.
Hello and welcome to the No Clue Movie Reviews. I am your host, Jay, and as always, I am joined by my co-host, the bearded bastard himself, Malcolm.
Yeah, did I just watch the dumbest movie or the smartest movie in the world?
Maybe both. Speaking of dumbest and smartest, today we're also joined by a special guest host today, all the way from the Gray's Taproom podcast. We got Whiskey Mike.
What's up, boys?
How's
Hey.
it going, brother?
It's Tennessee, Mike. I gotta rip my whole entire home state.
So
I
now we're on
appreciate the
Tennessee.
gesture. I love you both.
Appreciate the gesture for sure, because I remember when we were talking to you about doing this podcast, you suggested we do Dumb and Dumber. We figured we'd bring you on to go ahead and record us breaking it down.
Yes, Dumb and Dumber, the 1994 one, is my number one all-time comedy favorite movie of all comedy movies ever in the history of comedy cinema. Dumb and Dumber is forever going to hold the number one spot.
So why this one instead of Dumb and Dumber?
Am I allowed to cuss on your show?
Oh, go for it.
Because I've listened to your show every week and I hear a lot of that noise. So I wanted to ask. But then I'm like, wait, this is Jay and Malcolm. Why are they bleeping swear words?
Oh, fucking YouTube, man.
Oh, we're just trying
Yeah.
to make
Oh,
YouTube
that's
like
fair.
us.
That's fair. But no, the prequel, I don't want to talk to anyone about that movie ever. But no, so I wanted to do the 1994 Dumb and Dumber on Taproom. And I made a vow a long time ago that I will not go on any movie review podcast to do that movie until I have done it on our show first. So I kind of compromised with you guys and decided to do the next best thing, which isn't Ace Ventura: Pet Detective When Nature Calls. It's Dumb and Dumber 2. No, I saw Dumb and Dumber 2 in theaters opening weekend. Me and Tab went to go see it, actually.
Yeah, I think I saw it. It was one of those ones that I bought, when you actually still went and bought physical media on
Yeah,
the
I do.
day it come out.
I have a hard copy DVD of it.
Yeah, I bought it day one. So, Malcolm,
Yeah.
what's your history with this movie?
Oh, as soon as I could pirate it, I watched it.
You son of a bitch. Malcolm, you son of a bitch.
It's just like renting a movie for
Mhm.
free.
Yeah. Before the streaming. I was just ahead of the time of streaming.
Wait, you didn't get this movie in your mailbox when Netflix was doing just that?
I was doing that also on the side, but that was
And then burning the DVDs.
Malcolm, you cheeky bastard.
Those were the days.
The good old days.
But I'm going to have to say that when it comes to these kind of raunchy kind of comedies, especially if it involves Jim Carrey, I'm going to have to slightly put Me, Myself, and Irene just slightly above Dumb and Dumber.
I saw that in theaters also.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, that'd put Dumb and Dumber right below it, but it's Me, Myself, Irene, Dumb and Dumber, and then the pull of those movies after that.
I've got a weird one for my number two. Obviously, Dumb and Dumber is my favorite, but my number two of his is Liar Liar.
I saw that in theaters.
That one's all right. Yeah.
I love Liar Liar so much.
Dude, that's one of my favorite scenes in any movie of his ever is him fighting that fucking marker.
I actually got to do a Dumb and Dumb or a Liar Liar reference the day that Gunnar was being born. I'm driving through downtown on my way to the hospital, and Tab's brother is riding shotgun in my car with me, and he's a huge Jim Carrey fan as well. And as we're driving down, I cut somebody off in traffic, and they honked at me, and I rolled my window down and did the "I'm an inconsiderate prick" line. and her brother immediately was like, "Oh, nice."
Oh, that's awesome. The movie kicks off, Harry visiting Lloyd in a I guess insane asylum. Like what is this?
A sanitarium / old folks home where you go and forget about people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A crazy house or a nursing home, they're kind of the same thing.
Well, I guess he's been here for the past 2 decades, ever since, as Harry says, Mary Samsonite had, turned him down.
Shout out.
First laugh I got out of this movie, Harry changing like his colostomy bag, putting it directly into his fucking mouth.
Yeah,
dude,
that was pretty good.
That was disgusting. But then going on to find out that like Lloyd's been here, like I said, the 20 years. What was it? He makes a joke, a goof, just starts laughing at him.
God, yeah. Yeah, it was a prank. It was supposed to be. It was a 20-year-long practical joke, all because he got dumped by a married woman who had no interest in sleeping with him.
I love how he said, let's get out here. Let's just get that catheter. I know how to do this, and just
oh my, yeah, it's for the insurance.
That thing's really taking root.
Oh, he gets the gardeners in the back though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that they opened the movie with the exact same song as the original.
Mm-hmm. I didn't check, but I felt like, especially with the age of that movie, that had to be in the first one.
Yeah, that's when in the first one when Lloyd when he puts his head back into the limousine and he's driving. Yeah, it's same song.
But one thing I love is when a title shows up on screen and part of it's behind objects and some of it's in front. I just love it when they make a title look like it's in the scene.
Oh, like a bubble up, almost a 3D style title.
Yeah, just anytime. Sometimes there's a shadow on the ground, just makes it look like it's part. TV shows, I can always see, it's just a tidbit. I just love it.
My main gripe with this, and it's a small one, but for me, I guess there's more depth to it. But if you remember in the original Dumb and Dumber, how when they were doing as that song's playing, they did the credits, and everybody's name is misspelled or letters are turned
backwards.
I wish that they had. Yeah, I wish that they had done that same thing in this.
Well, we don't want people to think they're just rehashing the first movie and just taking a quick shot at a legacy sequel. Now, do we?
Oh, well, we'll get into that as we go on, boys. But I don't know. But I guess there's something so iconic about the opening sequence from the original that if you're going to do a sequel to this, if you're going to pay that sort of homage, you kind of need to, and this is just my opinion, you need to do that title sequence again, that opening credit sequence. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But there's a good chance the editor wasn't born in 94. In 2014, it was doing the little short editing, like, oh, you handle the intro and get that going. So I was
said, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got a quick question. So you see they're about to get off the bus at their apartment building. The first thing that gets revealed is the Rhode Island Slut newspaper rack. Did you see that?
Yes.
Is that the same porno bag that where he dropped his wallet in the first one?
Yes, it is.
So see, that would have been someone filming. That'd be people working on stuff on set that would do all that. So that's why I'm blaming the intro titles and stuff like that to just someone that didn't know.
Also, fun fact, that is the same Rhode Island Slut container, I guess you would call it, that was in the original film.
Yeah.
That is the exact same one that Lloyd Christmas locked his wallet inside of. They didn't have, that wasn't another one. That was the exact same one from the original film.
I wonder if somebody had owned that, or if they had to go back and buy it, or if that was locked up in a storage somewhere.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, if I could buy a movie prop, it would have been that, and I would have it right here in the tap room. And I would set my beers on it when we record. I would never unlock it. Don't give me the key to it. I want that.
So it had been 12 years since I had last seen this. I watched it one time, pirating, and then just left it behind. It's been 12 years. So when I start listening to what they're saying, it's like, holy shit, this has some depth. Like from right here.
Why'd you play it out for 20 whole years?
Because it wouldn't have been funny if I stopped too soon. Comedy's all about timing here.
Yeah, but wouldn't it still have been funny if you quit after 10 years?
Oh, definitely. But not as.
We just straight up referring to the movie being 20 years. Deciding
Yeah.
to do a sequel. It's like, holy crap,
Yeah.
that's way too smart for this movie.
When I was young, I didn't realize his name was Billy in 4C, like his apartment. I always thought his name was Billy in 4C, like he's an
And
enforcer.
Billy and Forcey.
Yeah.
Did you know? Here's another obscure Dumb and Dumber fact for your podcast.
Ooh.
That is the same actor that's the original Billy
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
4C.
Yeah,
And that
judging
is
by the fact I
second
didn't
movie-
recognize him, he had to be
that is
him.
the second movie he's ever done, and the first one was Dumb and Dumber in 1994.
So that's pretty awesome that he got to do 2 movies.
Yeah.
With, because
And
Jim Carrey doesn't bring a lot of people back into his movies, does he? Isn't
Well,
he kind
this
of a
was
greedy
more
actor?
of a this wasn't really just a Jim Carrey thing. This was a Fairley Brothers thing.
Oh, okay.
They wanted to honor the original as much as they could with this.
Obviously.
And also
I have-
the classic
all the
deal is like
weird
timing, and then
facts.
the bus just barely misses them. Just another little snippet of that scene. Just
which
talking
is a
about
nod to Jim Carrey driving the limo in the first when he's dodging the traffic and the explosion
Mhm.
behind him.
Jesus.
I have a lot of weird Dumb and Dumber facts in my brain. That's
Well,
my tism.
So
Dumb
I
and
would assume
Dumber.
so, since you said that was your favorite movie or comedy of all time.
It is. I love that movie, and every time me and Tab's brother watch it, we only watch it when we're together.
Hmm.
Because that's his favorite comedy movie too, and we quote it all the time.
Feeding birds Pop Rocks.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
I was gonna say, what would actually happen with that shit? Because I would love to assume they would blow up, but
Man, like I want to, but
Mhm.
I don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Well, remember we grew up saying don't feed them rice. They would stop doing that at weddings. They said it would swell up and make them pop. But
Right.
Most likely that had
But-
nothing to do with it. Who knows
like-
what the truth is?
You don't want to, but you feel like you want to see if that urban
Mhm.
legend holds true. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You want to, but you shouldn't. But you kind of want to see what happens if it's true. It's for science. It's for science.
well, hey, speaking of science, we get back to Harry's apartment. Since Lloyd's been in the insane asylum for 2 decades, he had to get a roommate. Did y'all know who plays his roommate in this movie? Don't you?
That is
Yes.
William Murray.
How's it going, Ice Pick?
Best day ever. Greatest day of my life, really.
Is this around the time that Breaking Bad came out?
Yeah.
Yes. 2014. So I think
It would have been
Breaking
season 1
Bad.
of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, season 1.
Okay, so I was wondering if this was like some kind of nod towards Breaking Bad.
Yeah, because the meth is that classic blue
Yeah,
color.
it's got the
Yeah.
blue color to it. Yeah.
Yeah, they even had reference of it in Walking Dead.
Yes, apparently there's a fan theory that Walking Dead and Breaking Bad are in the same universe.
Mhm.
That Walter White and Jesse were Merle Dixon's dealers.
I love fan fiction, fan theories.
One prop and you connect the whole universe.
Yeah, it's so they're fun to do.
So you get the whole premise of the story get told to you in this scene here. You get Harry talking to Lloyd about needing a kidney transplant. He kind of infers he's going to give him his kidney, then kind of blows him off real quick, says they're not a urine match. That one was a new one to me. I figured he'd have something else, but that not a urine match because his piss doesn't get all sudsy.
Yeah, which is I like looked it up. It's like, oh yeah, that actually is a sign. It's a sign that you're expelling too much protein because that part of the filter in the kidney has started to fall apart.
Oh,
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, that's interesting that's in here. And why am I looking this up? This is supposed to be a dumb movie. Why am I
look at me
learning?
having no clue here.
And now starting to gain a clue. I can't gain clues from Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah. What are you doing fact checking?
Yeah,
Okay, so Harry and Lloyd go to Harry's parents because they need to get he's trying to find someone who can give him a transplant. Harry's parents.
can I weigh in on this joke?
Yeah,
Go
for
ahead.
it.
I like it. I love the fact that they have to let Harry and Lloyd's parents live like 3 houses down from their apartment.
I called it, but I still enjoyed it. It's like, oh, they're going to get on the bike and go like 4 houses down. And he's
Yeah.
been there for 20 plus years.
I know that a lot of people didn't like that joke, but I appreciated it for what it is.
I mean, it was set up. You had to do it. There was no getting around it. It's like, that has to be the joke, and it's fine.
Yeah. It was funny. I had a laugh with it.
Yeah,
I had a laugh with it.
it fits their character. There are some jokes that don't fit their character that they smash into this
Yeah.
movie. It's fine. But this is good. I accept this one.
And then the icing on the cake was when you see Harry's mom and dad, which is
Wow.
they're
Wrong time, Eddie. Oh, sorry. We'll come back later.
I fell for that. I thought he said wrong time.
okay. So yeah, I'm sorry. I appreciate cultural humor. I won't call it racist humor. That's wrong. But I appreciate because when they say that, when you see that his mom and dad are Asian, and then they say it in their accent, and Lloyd goes, "Oh, okay, bye, sorry," and they walk away.
I don't know what was funnier, that part or when every time the mom speaks that Lloyd just points in her face and like does what the hell is that?
He does that one time, and then he does the best one as they're leaving, and Harry's mom comes up. That was such a smart joke to slide that in there. Don't make it too bad. Just that laugh.
It was funny. It was funny.
Yeah, I like that one. They get a box full of Harry's mail and find out that, well, he thinks he's a dad because of Frida, what, Felcher or Fletcher? I can't remember. It's Felcher, right? Freda Felcher.
Freda Felcher.
Yeah. Says she's pregnant. So now he knows that he's got a grown kid to go get a kidney from. So now we got the whole premise of the story going here. First place they go, then another classic scene with the bike already. They have to take the bus. So as not to leave their bike, they take their bike on the bus.
But they're riding and pedaling it.
But so that's the other joke. It's okay, Harry. The buses have bike racks now, but they're riding on the bike rack and still pedaling. Like what? What are you doing?
And then to continue the joke even further, the guy yells at him to take their bike, and they told him, that's not even theirs. Some dumbass left it double chained up in front of their house.
I do like how the rest of the world sometimes sees the absurdity of them, and then sometimes they just allow it. It's like the bus driver was cool, just letting them ride on the front. And then sometimes see them as just complete imbeciles. It's just it comes and goes, but I like it.
You get another throwback to the first movie. Lloyd asks if Harry wants to hear the second most annoying sound in the world. Starts going to town on this fucking doorbell at the house they got dropped off at.
And Harry goes, "Oh yeah, okay." And then when
wait, that's not it.
Opens the door.
Yes,
not that. Bing, 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 bing. That. What the hell do you want? It's in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, this one cracked me up. I guess the kid they were there to see died 20 years ago.
He died in 1991.
Okay.
Oh yeah, before the first.
Oh yeah, because he was survived by his parents.
Yeah,
they thought he survived.
Survived.
His parents let him live.
Harry remembers that they met Frida at the funeral home for Pete Stain's funeral after he died in that motorcycle wreck, and so they get the idea of going to the funeral parlor to see Frida. Once again, we get another, I want to say callback, but just a direct reference to the first movie again. We get a bush club. Is obviously just one of them stopping and shoving the other one into a bush randomly while yelling "Bush Club."
What, you never played that game?
I did some dumb shit growing up, but no, I didn't play Bush Club.
That's like the one joke that I know you need, but it didn't age well. Just like, oh yeah, it was from the first one. It kind of lost me a little.
It's an old school comedy bit.
Well,
I mean, it just proves they have a forever children mind.
Right.
Well, I was okay with seeing it once, but the fact that it happens 3 times in this movie kind of Dane cooks it a little bit,
Well, it was funny that later on he did it to a girl.
Well, and the one girl that did it to him too.
Yeah, see, it evens itself out. It's fine.
So them walking up on the girl bending over the car, and which ends up being Freda. Excuse me, sir. Is Freda around? No, I love the fact that they basically call her ugly. Doesn't one reference make it seem like that she's a dude?
So I had a theory about that.
Yeah.
If you've ever watched the show Friends, that same actress played Chandler's father
Oh yeah, when
on
it
Friends.
transitioned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as a drag queen.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's funny as hell. I didn't know that.
It was 10 year, probably about 10 years prior to this film coming out, which I thought was like, oh, is that like a Friends callback or something? Or is that the joke here or what?
What
That
would be
or
worse
I
if it?
think she just accepted that her voice is so rasp that she's fine with the jokes that come along with it.
Yeah, she's a great actress. I'll give her that. Great
Yeah.
actress. And I'm glad that she thought that that was like, she understands like how her voice is. She's just like, okay, yeah, we can do this. It's
Mhm.
fine. I get it. It's cool. It's a funny bit. It's comedy.
Did y'all notice that Lloyd actually he's eating a banana while they're walking through the
Yeah.
place, and he throws the empty pill into a casket with a person in it?
Yeah.
That's like a constant gag that he is just throwing garbage anywhere
Yeah.
throughout the movie.
Well, like prior to that with the hot dogs. He eats the hot dogs but discards the bun like it's garbage.
Well, after he wipes his face with it.
Yeah, like it's a napkin. Like the hot dog bun is a napkin and like it's a plate, a paper plate, sort of like he just
So it's funny that they're borderline retarded, and then they'll just say these lines.
God's got a pretty warped sense of humor, huh?
Yeah, I bet he smokes weed. Otherwise, why would he put our testicles outside our bodies where someone could do this? There you go!
I mean, it's stupid, but it's deep at the same time.
it's our generational humor, like people our age. That's what this whole ass movie is. They tried to
Let's
cater
face
to
it, our testicles being on the outside seems like, oh, a quick patch on the way out. Oh, no, here, just put them on the outside. They're getting too hot. Fuck it.
They ask Freda about the baby, and you find out that she had a baby who she named Fanny. So Fanny Felcher, and Freda, they give the like Harry's not Harry, Lloyd's not into going and doing this until he sees the picture of of Fanny, and you get basically another callback to the first one. Seeing the picture, that's the same, the same exact music when he first saw Mary, wasn't it?
Yep,
it has to
yeah,
be
same song.
Yeah, especially if what they've done so far, it had to be the same song. But yeah, I just realized that.
That is Tab's brother's ringtone for him on my when he calls me. That song plays.
That's
No
awesome.
homo.
Well, Freda loans him a car, well, a hearse, which is awesome, and they follow this address to only turn them around and get directly back to Freda. Why were they in the car for so long if they were going right back into the same town?
Is it weird that it was also the next day?
Yeah, where the fuck were they driving?
Right. That's you know what? I want to see that deleted scene. That it took them 20, they were in Providence, Rhode Island for 24 hours driving around before they ended up like a few blocks from the funeral parlor at Freda's house.
It was just a very random thing I noticed. I could not understand. They even stopped on a damn highway. Why would they even need to take the highway?
I don't.
Right.
They had to have gotten turned. I don't know how. Them reading maps for one thing, but they had me. I thought, okay, they're doing the cross country adventure. It's like, wait, how are we getting to the destination already? It'd been enough time that all the jokes were new to me again. So,
did anyone else appreciate the Freda Felcher flashback to her younger self when you saw that delicious cake bent over the pool table?
Oh yeah, no, Freda. I really wish you would have got to see the front end of her, because how many flashbacks do you see young Freda, but only from the backside?
I want to take a bite out of that apple.
They show up at Fanny's house where you
indeed,
and they do the whole doorbell thing again, which is another just reference to him being annoying as fuck. You get Penny talking about, or they're going to send Penny to do a speech at a convention in I forget where it was at.
Austin, no, El Paso,
Texas. Yes, El Paso, Texas. And so they're sending her, and God, she is trying really hard to look stupid. Like, I understand the role, but she kind of annoyed me.
she is on Days of Our Lives. At that time, she was an actress she's a soap actress. That's where I recognized her from.
Huh.
And before
Yeah,
you two judge me for soap operas, my ex-fiance was a huge Days of Our Lives fan, and I also had to watch that show.
Nice.
Okay, I accept that.
You don't patronize me, you two. I'm not here to
We
Well,
never judge.
They
bullshit.
give,
You've been on my show long enough to know.
that's all we do is judge. What the hell are you
I
talking
know. We listen. We don't judge. Bullshit.
Well, lack of a better term, they give this retard a package which is supposed to save the world to send, take with her to El Paso.
The $1 billion invention.
Yeah.
So it jumps back out of the scene, back to the road trip with Lloyd and Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I honestly was wanting to see Lloyd. He's like taunting this dog. There's drool flying all over him. He's barking in this dog's face. I wanted to see him get nipped. I know. Is that fucked up of me?
Are we just going to skim over the fact that Laurie Holden from The Walking Dead was sucking on Rob Riggle's toes?
Oh, God. Yes.
Are we just gonna bypass that like it didn't fucking happen?
I'm sure Malcolm's probably got a video of that.
Oh, I've skipped that for the YouTube. I don't want to have to deal with trying to explain that.
He puts it on his OnlyFans, so he can do it.
Oh, man. Okay, so back to that scene. Rob Riggle's reaction. She's like, "You like that?" And he's like, "Yeah. No,
It's
not really my
alright."
favorite."
Yeah, it's like, I guess it's fine. I mean, you're hot, so
Yeah, that's
That
pretty much
helps.
I'd be. It's like, do whatever.
it's like this chick from The Walking Dead is sucking on my feet.
Yeah, my bad. I did completely miss that. Now back to that dog. God damn, you start
Sorry.
up a way better point. But no, I was kind of fucked up though. I wanted to see him get nipped in the face by this dog.
Good boy. Yes, he is.
Look how close he gets.
Oh, say it, don't spray it.
Okay, so
Amazed
that
how they
scene,
did that.
that scene. You know what though, dude? Same. I'm Lloyd Christmas in that scenario. If I see a dog, I'm going for it, and I'm gonna be all like, "Who's a good boy?"
I want to be every dog's friend, even if they
Yeah.
definitely don't want to be mine.
Dude, I've
More of a challenge.
I've brought up many a times if I was getting attacked by a police dog, I would be the criminal that stops and is like, "Oh, who's a good boy?" while I'm getting my head chewed off.
Actually, I would see if they're trained to know what to do if you stick your finger in their butt. Maybe then they'd back off.
Yeah, you would.
Nine.
Well, hold on. They're already overpowering you. What if they get excited? It's gonna be a major problem for you. They get you pinned
Hey.
down. You got them all excited with your finger in their ass. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time for you.
Man, come on, $20 is $20, man. I got bills to pay.
So these guys have got to be the luckiest dumb guys ever in history.
Mhm.
Lloyd, but as they're driving away from the gas station, small little detail. I say small detail. I mean, they make a scene out of it.
I was so close. I had all the right numbers, but in the wrong order.
It's every movie they do, or like in both of the movies, like there's a scene where they just get the luckiest thing ever done to them, and then they just do the wrong thing. They fuck it up.
I think that scene, if we're going back to not only the prequel, but all three movies included, that will tell you who is dumb and who is dumber.
Yeah, Lloyd.
Lloyd,
is
yeah,
dumber.
definitely Lloyd's dumber.
Lloyd, because one, he can't read. And then two, well, that.
They get to Penny's house, and they do the ringing the doorbell while Wriggle, what's his name, Travis, while Travis and Adele are talking, and you come to find out that they're kind of poisoning the dad,
We want him dead before Dumbelina gets back from that egghead convention, remember?
Okay, slow it down.
trying to get rid of him.
Yeah.
And they get their shit interrupted by the doorbell ringing, which another fucking screaming at the doorbell. They get a conversation going with the dad and a stepmom, and they were told that they got sent to El Paso to the phone call that gets made here. They try to call Penny's phone to let her know that her dad is at the house.
So
I mean, it was a good long bit. I can't show all of it.
What'd you do with all those penthouses? Did you throw them out? No, they're under my mattress. Why?
You idiot, that is Penny's
so
phone.
there's one particular line, well, two, that really like broke my gut in laughter. It's when Penny's dad offered him some tea, and Lloyd goes, No, thank you. But I could see why you would think that. Two grown men traveling together.
Yeah, hot tea is gay.
Hot tea is gay. two men. If men drink hot tea together, then they're gay. Like,
Yeah.
no, that's
New
not what
to
that
me.
means.
The only thing they could think of to do here now is to send these two morons to Texas with the very expensive $1 billion package.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is crazier than letting Dumbelina go off and do it.
Well, no, Malcolm, it's fine because she's hot.
Yeah, nobody will take advantage of her.
Right? None of her Canadian friends will.
Oh,
None of those
the
weird
Canadian-
foreigners that call her and tell her to undress.
All right.
They're back on the road, and Travis, which is Rob Riggle, well,
Mhm.
Rob Riggle number 1. So, hey, so Rob Riggle should be nominated for an award here. He played 2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
At least should have gotten double paycheck at least.
Well, he's asking where the box is from the back, and you get them arguing about, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Only to find out they left the fucking box on the roof, which they find out mid-highway. Getting bored on the road trip, and they want to play a game called He Who Smelt It.
He who smelt it, dealt it. And Lloyd puts his ass up to the window and farts, and then locks it shut.
Dude, well, the best part about that, it starts this whole war with these guys, like a little prank war where they're joking, and Rob Riggle is wanting to fucking
serious.
kill him. Oh yeah. So what? Some of the pranks that they pull on each other through here, the fireworks in the house or in the apartment or
In the hotel room,
Hotel room.
Funnel nuts, best game ever.
You guys ever played funnel nuts before? and then Rob Riggle drops into the funnel, and Lloyd goes, "No way!
You gotta be kidding! That's not right!"
I love that reaction by him because if you notice, he does that same reaction, that jumping no way thing, multiple times in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you go to bad parts of the neighborhood and scare black people of street magic.
I can do that. I can go out my front door. I can go out my front door and do that.
They're stopped at a gas station, and Harry calls to let Freda know where they're going. Lloyd, takes a picture of Penny on his phone while he's doing that, which I don't remember flip phones having that good a camera on them. I may be misremembering, but flip phones couldn't take that clear of a picture, right?
I mean, don't know about the actual camera photo, but just definitely the screen on there. It would be very blocky.
Well, you get throwback.
I don't know what flip phones were doing in 2014.
Yeah,
Maybe they got really good.
I guess that's not as long ago as it feels like, but it is a long time ago.
Yeah.
You get another, let's call this throwback number 23. You get Harry looking at the picture of Freda. Gets one of those daydreams, would you call it? Where he pictures, and this one he's fighting ninjas. And remember in the first one he's fighting the chef and shit like that on his date. Yeah. So,
and there's a callback joke in there where in the original Lloyd pulled out the chef's heart, but in this one he did the same thing with ninjas. It wasn't Asian ninjas; it was white people ninjas, and he ripped off one of their. He ripped off the last one. He ripped his nuts off with a bullwhip.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That he didn't have before. Where did he have that? Where did that whip come from?
He whipped it out of his pants really fast. I'd be afraid about cracking something.
He did whip it out of his pants, so I'll allow it because he whipped it.
He whipped it good. Did you catch Honey Boo Boo's mom in this day?
Yes.
Yeah. It was like worst part of the movie.
I remember being in theaters watching it, and when she popped up, Tab goes, "Ew, this bitch." I'm like, I know.
I mean, but she was representing all of white trash in those years, so
still is. Shout out to the queen.
Well, they're driving along, and Travis is next. I'll call it a prank because regardless of what he was trying to do, he blows his biggest fucking firework up ever right in their ears, causes them to abandon the car.
We are truly blessed.
Oh my God. So my favorite part of that scene is right before that is when Jim Carrey made that face and that big snot bubble was hanging out of his nose, and Harry goes, "Easy."
What about your wives?
Wives? How stupid do we look?
I thought it would be better to hang on that one. Yeah.
After this, Travis hopped out to shoot him, and just so happens that they stopped on a train track that that kills Travis and takes the car with them. These two can't hear shit because they had something blown up in their ears. Ends up permanently making, I guess I won't say deaf, but like Harry can hardly hear now. So they go to a nursing home to steal hearing aids from an old lady. And this might be the grossest scene in this whole movie. One of the funniest.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So when they get out of the car and you hear that sound that Harry is hearing, does that really like fuck with anyone else, or is that just me?
No, because I already have that, so it just sounded in stereo for a little while.
Well, I have to when I have my air conditioner or heater running in my living room, it's really loud, so I have to turn the TV up almost to full volume. And when that scene hit, it shut off, so I still had the TV up full blast. and then that hit while my TV was at 100% volume, and that really fucked with me. Sorry, that really with me.
You can say fuck. He'll bleep it out.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. I was saving him the time. I was helping my boy out with that.
And once it gets like 30, 40 minutes, I give up because I just don't care no more.
Oh, believe me, I know. I listen to this show every week. It's like, well, Malcolm said, fuck it. He's done. He doesn't care. He's ready to do something different now.
It's either he gives it completely or he skips like 3 or 4 at a time, because you'll hear like where he beeps like, beep this fucking shit. And you're like, what the hell?
It beeps the random word. But no, that and then every time it goes back to when Lloyd is having dialogue, you're hearing it from Harry's POV. So it's that sound. But every time Harry talks, it doesn't happen. I do appreciate that little nod. It's giving you sort of like a POV from each character. When they're having their dialogue. When Lloyd's speaking, you hear that loud noise, but when Harry is speaking, you just hear him yelling, but you can still hear background sounds.
Yeah, it just helps you know that Harry's deaf now.
Yeah,
without anyone having to actually say it out loud.
I thought that was a really cool editing choice, honestly. Like, on a serious note, I thought that was a really cool editing choice.
Be honest, I don't think I caught on to that as it was if I did, I just didn't really latch on to it happening. I just kind of listened along.
Yeah. Well, I didn't catch. I caught it the first time when I picked up on it was when I actually watched it yesterday.
Obviously, to fix what we were just talking about, Harry being deaf, they go into the nursing home to steal hearing aids, and they tell the nurse at the front that their grandmother is the one who has the largest ones.
Yep. Going into the scene, I immediately thought of Malcolm.
I get that a lot.
Well, there are no diamonds here.
And you're not my grandson.
And there it is.
Oh, the dust. Why?
Yeah,
they
nice.
missed a funny opportunity here to blow the dust into the other one's face there. He blows it away. She goes out and gives Harry the hearing aids out of, Harry, you earned them. Which it wasn't even Harry that did it, was Lloyd. But, back to Penny's house, though. Travis's brother, who apparently is special ops, is Rob Riggle #2 coming in. I don't think I ever caught a name, so I just call him Travis's brother the whole time.
I did not see him until he stepped forward. Because I wasn't looking for him.
That was really brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean,
which remind me of the movie Toys. Does anyone remember that one?
Shout out.
1990, 91. Yeah. LL Cool J was doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
Well, did y'all catch, is this an actual highway mentioned in the first one, the Hershey Highway?
No, that's a real thing.
Okay. I just found it funny, the Hershey Highway. So
they may have been on the Hershey Highway when the whole van ran out of gas, then they separated, then they show up in the mini bike. They may have shown that they were on the Hershey Highway because they did hammer that in. It's like, we're on the that means, and then they reveal the muff cuts.
Well, you know what? Them just making so much reference, like the reference to the Hershey Highway a couple times, made me think of like a Beavis and Butthead joke. Like the perverted, Hershey Highway. That crap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, but we do get to see the Mutt Cuts mobile. Was this the Mike? You probably know this. Was this
It
the
is
original
the
one?
original. That is the original on-screen used Mutt Cuts van from the first.
Now,
Yes, it is.
did they mean to wreck it? Like, did that actually happen?
Yes, because that was their way of saying this is the final chapter to the Dumb and Dumber universe. If we destroy Mutt Cuts, then we can't do another one. We don't want to do another one.
Mhm.
Jim and Jeff this is their final, everybody's final chapter.
Well, I asked that because it would have been so much better if they, accidentally fucked up and wrecked it using the original, thinking nothing was going to happen, and then they had
Yeah.
to change
fully
off and do
intentional.
the Zamboni instead.
Yeah, no, the destruction of the Mutt Cuts van was fully intentional.
It was a beautiful shot, and they used part of that shot in the trailer. I'm glad that it revealed the wreck because it would have been nice if the trailer did not reveal the whole Lloyd in a catatonic state. That would have been nice we got to stop watching trailers. They're ruining everything.
Or trailers got to stop revealing so much. They didn't.
Yeah,
used
but
to.
if we stop watching them, they'll stop making them.
I can't do that. I get hyped up when I see a trailer for a movie I'm stoked for.
Yeah, because at that point we're literally teaching people to judge everything by its cover. Lloyd, they all get to the El Paso conference by now, and Lloyd, he meets an Asian Canadian dude that happens to know Penny.
Yep,
and
that threw me off too.
We just hung out a little.
Oh, easy.
Well, do you happen to know where she is right now?
Another reference to the first one when the dude says about, oh, I know Mary Swanson, and he grabs him at the bar they were at when he grabbed the dude.
I feel like that scene was a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
for Lloyd to see an Asian man with a Canadian accent and not comment on it after previously meeting Harry's adopted mother and father.
I think it would have been funny if he called him a snow Mexican, but so we jump over and we're sitting in Penny's room, and she's sitting in her underwear, which I rather enjoyed. This she had a little decent body on her.
Why was she in her underwear?
Who cares?
Oh wait, yeah, I do remember because she's being fed by the guy who brought her back, which is actually the undercover military dude. He's already there.
Oh yeah,
that's when she explains to the Canadians. Well, I learned that I can get comfortable talking to people if I imagine I'm in my underwear. So I'm just in my underwear. It's like
we got to bring.
How have you not been raped already? I don't understand.
We got to bring up the fact that she was trying to eat the mac and cheese without taking the lid off the plate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and she goes,
"Yeah,
can I have some chopsticks to try to eat this?" And I'm like, "You're lucky you're pretty."
I saw that joke coming 100 miles away, but I still laughed at it.
Yeah,
she'd make a great Dalmatian. Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
So, like Malcolm said, Travis's brother is in there with Penny about to kill her, and her friends show up, the 3 random Canadians, we'll call them. And we jump over to the conference, and Harry and Lloyd are trying to get in. They don't have tickets, and there ends up being some confusion where they think that Harry is actually Penny's dad, and they get let in.
I think I got a pinch of loaf.
Pinchlow? Did someone say Pinchlow?
I love the fact that they said that they had to dress smart to get into this, so they show up in high school graduation cap and gown.
I mean, that checks out for them because, fuck, did they graduate in the prequel? I guess they probably barely did.
They were in special ed.
Yeah, but they let them walk, which always bothers me.
Well, I mean, look, we let a lot of those simpletons do. We want to make them feel good and welcome.
So they do a little trick that I've seen on a couple movies now, the old stink finger, Mike, have you ever given anybody
This
the stink
did it
finger?
the best.
Oh my god, dude! I'll tell you where I learned that trick. Actually, is a movie called Ready to Rumble.
Yep.
Oh wow,
with
I was
David
going
Arquette.
mall rats.
Okay, the
Yeah.
chocolate pretzel. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
chocolate covered pretzel.
Same concept. Just different region.
Yeah,
different
well,
names, different regions.
One is a food, the other is a beverage. But same bit. But no, that's where I learned about that trick. Was I saw
David
David
Arquette.
do it in Ready to Rumble, which whenever you guys are doing this movie, I want to be a part of that.
For sure. Oh yeah.
The movie that killed WCW.
And I love that movie. It's so bad.
It's terrible, but
it's got Tweeter and fucking David Arquette.
Yeah, saw it in theaters opening weekend.
That's all I'll ever remember that guy as is Tweeter. I don't care how many Oceans movies he's in. I don't care what other movies he's in. He's Tweeter.
Yeah. And his dad was an elf.
Now, like I said, if anybody's unfamiliar with the old stink finger, it's basically putting your finger up in your asshole to get a smell going, and then telling them that you got a bad beer, with a bunch of random beer you found mixed together, and get a free beer out of it.
I see it as you get to drink beers, and well, even if it's yourself, somebody's getting fingered tonight.
I thought they were just going to suicide all the drinks together. I didn't even think about the stick finger. And then I was a little thrown off by stink finger because I just call that butt paste.
Have you ever?
And it's universal.
Have you ever suicided beers before?
As a child,
unfortunately.
I'll tell you, I've been doing it for the past 3 hours.
Okay, all right.
Don't
since 2 a.m.
That's his
but Harry Stickfinger, he really put it up in there. He just
he rubbed it on her nose, gave her a Hitler.
There's a subtle sticky sound as it goes across her nose that they add. It's great.
I feel like Jeff Daniels was like, you know what? I do this anyway at home. I'll just finger myself.
It is crazy that Jeff Daniels is a real actual actor that could do really, really good films and is, I understand 94 it probably wasn't as big, but that he still came back for this and he could still just act like this and still play real roles.
You go back.
Jim Carrey's played real roles, but we're still just looking at Jim Carrey acting like a real actor. It's still it's like, just do something goofy, please.
Like you see all these, you go back and see all these serious Jeff Daniels roles after seeing Dumb and Dumber 2, and you're like, he fingered himself.
Well, it'd be really nice to learn that that scene right there was she didn't know that the finger was going to get rubbed on her nose. Like he was just fucking with her.
Would that bit have been funnier if one of the two men, Harry or Lloyd, had a bit of poo on the finger that you could visibly see, like a skid mark on the finger? Would it have been funnier, or do you think it's better played as both fingers visually were clean?
I think it would have been funnier
if you saw poo.
Like I think it might have, and not if it got on them, but if it made it clear that they saw it coming up to their nose as well.
Yeah. Or if when they set the old glasses down, you see like a streak on the rim of the beer mug
instead of like lipstick and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. What
Lip
do
shit.
you think that would have enhanced the comedy of that scene, or would it have been kind of the same as
a hybrid?
As it was played out?
They get the trick. She smells it. She freaks out. She takes the drinks. As she looks, she sees the smear and just kind of questions for a second. Just a look as she walks off. Not a reveal like, oh my God.
It's
just
more
like,
of her
what is that?
reaction. Like
Right.
how does she react? That would either enhance or just make it the same.
The less she knows, the funnier.
Well, she did say, I think it was Harry's when she saw this. She goes, "Oh, you're
Harry's is way worse."
Yeah. Because which I think that helps the scene, because you see Harry like really he got into himself way more than Lloyd did.
Dude, but they go on to eat goji berries and chips with the same hands. Like right after their fingers are up in there, and they're licking each other's fingers off, doing the old
Yours are super tangy.
Yeah. So I that takes care of the visual. You get the extra gross with them licking their fingers. I totally forgot. I may have blocked that part out.
It is vegan food that they're eating. So-
didn't make it any gayer.
It would have been gayer if they were drinking hot tea while eating the vegan food.
I could see why you'd think that. Two grown men traveling together.
I mean,
They get taken down to their seats and they're sitting at the very end. I feel like some people, like they're obviously idiots. They could have walked around and got in on their seats without walking over every single person in the stand.
That's what the black lady said. She goes, "Why don't you guys just, you know what? Never mind." He's a genius.
Like that the comedy there, like so unnecessary to put in, but that I loved it. Loved when they're interrupting the speech.
I actually hated that. I was like, okay,
Was it pissing
it
you
just
off?
feels. It's not because what they were doing. I don't know. It made me not like them because they're being unnecessarily mean. They're more of never intentionally being mean. They're just goofballs that you're supposed to like and root for. So it's like they're just being mean.
Yeah.
Well, this is the first time that they really get any kind of audience to look and laugh at them. It's kind of that, they got a little fame filling, and anything they said is going to be funny.
Yeah,
Like,
I did have a note that if Lloyd and Harry, once they eventually got on the internet and TikTok would have discovered them, they would explode because TikTok loves retards.
Yeah, so they get into like an argument with the Stephen Hawking wannabe, and Lloyd's back and forth with him is great, especially since they think that he's reading his mind.
That's kind of cute, yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like the chick gets on stage and they yell, "Show us your tits" at her, which
Yeah, it's like that was when it was like really pushing me. It's like now you are just being the worst people in the world right now.
But like I said, I think that's all kind of the audience aspect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're being because they're getting a reaction, so they're just leaning into it harder.
Since Lloyd isn't supposed to be anybody and it's Harry supposed to be the dad, they go off and they kick Lloyd out of the convention.
Yeah.
You can clearly see Lloyd is getting jealous because Harry gets to meet the daughter.
Yeah.
And yeah, it hits this weird jealousy thing, and you find out how little these two really think about each other.
Yeah, and when Lloyd was really pining for this like 23-year-old chick in this movie, it reminded me of actual Jim Carrey. Remember when he professed his love to Emma Stone online?
I would marry you, and we would have chubby little freckle-faced kids. We'd laugh all day long, and go camping and play Yahtzee and tell ghost stories by the fire. And the sex.
I mean, if we're talking Emma Stone and Superbad, same.
It's about that, yeah.
Okay.
It's somewhere between. It's Superbad, Zombieland-ish.
So are we going to see a Jonah Hill, Jim Carrey winner gets to dump a clip in Emma Stone fight?
I don't know. I don't think she accepted his love.
Well,
and now the way that Jim Carrey looks, I don't think anyone's gonna.
That's not
really Jim Carrey.
That's
Yeah.
not Jim Carrey.
Okay. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I planted that little seed. Here we go.
Grace Taproom episode coming in May after we get through our WrestleMania stuff.
All right.
Could be just. I don't know.
So
Anyways.
they kick Lloyd out and invite Harry to go judge a young inventors competition, which after the outburst, what was the thinking of having him judge a young inventors competition?
Yeah, the outburst. You need to start looking up this person's like, wait, that doesn't look like the internet existed. It was 12 years ago, but that's still.
I'm looking back at it like, man, if they asked me to do that, same. I would probably be that guy. All right, we can't have open bars at this place anymore. We have to stop. We can't. This random guy from Kentucky is judging cancer curing inventions and making fun of the kid who came up with this.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Calling
he
him a
is
nerd.
roasting them. Oh yeah, dude, he's treating it like a Comedy Central roast. It's fucking great.
The Comedy Central roast of the kid who fucking can beat any disease.
Oh well, so Lloyd is outside now, and Penny calls Lloyd's phone back because he called her earlier. And they set up a meeting to meet at a fountain outside of the conference. God. Now, fucking hearing Lloyd do the generic kind of, "Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?"
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Verizon Wireless.
So they set up this meeting, and Lloyd once again does that can I have a hug, kind of like what he did with Mary. Get a long awkward hug, and then he tells her he's going to take her out to lunch, and he just steals a handful of coins out of a fountain to go feed them with.
I've seen children do that at the mall.
Well, he pulls out what, $4 or $5 at most, and he tells her he's
even
gonna
in
take her something
2014, that's not going to get you far at a
And then
restaurant.
he used that money to take her to dinner at a Tex-Mex restaurant.
I want to go to that place.
Juan and Wong's. That was the name.
Yeah. Asian fusion.
I didn't catch the name. I was trying to figure out why the fuck they were drinking giant margaritas at a fucking Chinese restaurant.
Yeah. Golden Dragon.
Is Asian Mexican fusion cuisine even a thing?
I don't know.
I mean, I think it's wide open when you say Asian fusion. I think you can fit whatever you want. And
let me check.
I mean, if you go to,
this is
who's
2014.
cooking the?
It's got to be around by now.
I mean, my appetite is curious for this type of food.
Imagine the egg rolls. General Tso's egg roll.
In OKC, we have a buffet that
Burrito.
mixes Mexican and Chinese and
barbecued orange chicken. I mean, it sounds good on paper. I would try it.
And we know Mexicans can cook Chinese.
Fuck yeah. Should be here. They,
I mean,
they whoop ass at it, dude. They're the champs. It's so good.
It ain't real Italian unless a Mexican cooks it.
So this scene right here is the one where I noticed I felt like she was trying way too hard to be stupid here. Like I said, I get the role, I get the idea, but just trying entirely too hard as an actress.
Do you think that on an acting level, she was trying to match Jim Carrey?
Yeah, and it kind of nobody can match Jim Carrey.
No, good dude. Good luck. Good luck. I'll give you $1,000 if you can even get close to Jim Carrey's level of comedic acting.
Lloyd gives her the note to show her like why they've never met, or why Harry's never met her, because it was sent back with a note from her wrote on it. Trying to find out Penny didn't write the note. So we already know, the outside viewers, who there's a killer in the family. There's somebody trying to break up the family. But she opens up the note, reads it, and during reading the note, something was said. I guess it was about where they were fooling around at.
I brought some protection. Let's do this.
And Lloyd now believes that he is her father. After this, we get back to the convention because Penny, she jumps up. Remember, she's about to give a speech, which they're out at lunch. She's supposed to be giving a speech in like 5 minutes. Like I said, she's really fucking stupid.
I wanted to hear her speech. We never get it.
Yeah, I would love to know what her brilliant speech would be, because she can't remember anything. So,
wait, there's a setup that's never paid off. Way back at the mansion, before she leaves for this journey she's on, they say, "Do you remember the PIN number to the bank card?" It says 1111, or it's like 1111. It's like that's only 2 numbers, but then okay, fine. We know the PIN is. We know the pin's 111, but the address of the house is 111. There's no payoff to why that's set up. It's never brought up again.
It just has to be the easiest number for her to remember. That's probably why a lot of people's PIN numbers are the same everywhere they go through.
Yeah.
Dumbasses. Definitely not me. I would never do that. But we get over to the convention. Like I said, Penny and Freda are both trying to get into the door at the same time, where Penny tries to seduce an obvious gay guy. Or not Penny, sorry, Freda tries to. No, Penny wouldn't have done that.
No.
Freda tries to seduce a gay guy. Doesn't work out. Pop back over to Harry, and this is what we're talking about, roasting the fucking guys on the stage. And then they give him a helmet that can display whatever you're thinking about at the time.
I'm not putting that helmet on.
Oh, hell no. I don't know, man. That can help out late at night with the spank bank. Just saying.
Yeah, but Harry never saw it unless he looked at it. I guess you'd have to hook it up to your TV. And
oh, yeah, that's a good point. He didn't have his eyes closed all the time.
You have to go to incognito mode. But then it'll cast to the family TV.
It's like one of those deals that you're casting it and just going through the house and projecting on a giant wall.
Oh, fuck.
Well, the scene that it shows is Harry's calling for a dog while he's rubbing peanut butter, obviously on his balls.
Mhm.
I don't know what's funnier, the fact that he taught the dog to do this, or the fact that he taught the dog how to shut the door so nobody heard.
The door shutting was better because I saw the peanut butter coming as soon as you see the peanut butter, but then they throw a real joke like, oh God, the dog shut the door.
They finally go to kick Harry out because they finally realize he's not who he says he is. Travis's brother shows up and takes the box from Harry, leads into this long chase. Not a lot happening here. Basically,
No, we get the classic bathroom stuff. It's like it's
Yeah.
been done. So let's all movies. Let's stop doing it. There's only so many ways to do the bathroom stall deal. I mean, just no more. It can't be done. Quit getting cornered in bathrooms.
you get the obvious turn with Travis's brother, and he steals the $1 billion package. The whole thing, this has been over, and it turns out to be two cupcakes.
It was 4.
Yeah, but they ate one.
I guess this was all a setup from the dad who at some point realized he was being poisoned.
Yeah, he was wondering why he always felt sick about her cooking, and it was the letter. When they brought the letter, he recognized the handwriting and knew it was her, and somehow that clicked it all together for him.
Miraculously.
But yet he was already in the middle of the speech, so that doesn't check out to what he says of telling the daughter what the device is. Remember the PIN code. That was already happening,
And
that
when did he
already happened. So
if
that doesn't
the-
check out. Flaw in the story.
I was gonna say if the cupcakes were supposedly made as a reward for Harry to. Oh no, I guess it was her to take, not Harry. Never mind. Cancel that.
Yeah, it was just a red herring.
Communism is a red herring.
Watch
But,
Clue.
So them running through this place, they run and hide in a bathroom, like you said. When when Rob Riggle shoots through the wall just because he saw shoes, did he really not give a fuck if he killed some random person taking a shit?
No.
Collateral damage.
Yeah, he's in his head. It's like, well, I'm military. I can get away with this. It's fine. I'm having PTSD. Don't let me get.
Finish off this bathroom stall scene as Malcolm's talking about. You find out that Lloyd comes in and says that he's actually Penny's dad. You get the Harry. They both find out neither one is the dad, and also Lloyd holding his kid
Across the border. Yeah. Which when I first saw it before, I thought he had done it himself.
Mm-hmm.
That was my thinking. Yeah, like I didn't think he'd actually be smart enough to cross the border to do it.
Well, he apparently wasn't very smart at all because he went to the first Mexican he saw and had it done.
But yeah, Freda here, she informs Lloyd, both of them, that they're not the dad. She was a Titanic whore. She said she doesn't know who the dad is, which gets completely negated 2 minutes later. Throwing that out there when the grandparents show up because she does know who the dad is. I don't know. But the Canadians who were hanging out with Penny show up, and they were FBI as well to help out with this whole sting.
I thought those Canadian accents were a little shaky.
Yeah, you try.
The snow Mexican.
Yeah, at first I thought military guys, oh, he's FBI. And then it turns out, no, he's just a double crossing bad guy. And then, who's going to be the FBI? Someone's going to be the FBI. And then here come the Canadians. Like, fuck.
Yeah, it could have been multiple agencies, the police department, the FBI, CIA. They could have all done like some big sting here at the end. During this whole scene here, Rob Riggle tries to shoot Penny, and Harry jumps in the way and takes a bullet. And so they're going to the hospital to get the bullet out of him, and Lloyd decides to go ahead and give the kidney to him, and the kidney's not in the bag. The bag, or was it a bag, or
it was in a styrofoam ice chest, and they hadn't looked at it yet until the doctor revealed.
Gentlemen, this is not a kidney.
What is it? Better not be my heart.
No, I believe it's a pork chop.
Which he ends up eating later, for the record.
Yeah.
Basically, right after this scene, and before they can take Harry back to do the kidney thing, or not the kidney thing, to get the bullet out, he reveals to Lloyd that this whole thing, just like in the beginning of the movie, is just a goof, just a prank. He never needed a new kidney. So this
yeah.
Is anyone else bothered by the way that John Blackthorne said pork chop?
It's a pork chop.
Pork chop. Pork chop.
I
He
know
emphasized
him
that C.
from the TV show Arrow, where he was
Okay.
not British. But yeah, finding out he was British later on, and then the way he said pork chop really like gave me anxiety.
It's amazing that British can do American accents way better than we can do British.
Somehow
Bullshit.
their American accents don't come off as racist.
You've never heard me on Tall Boy. You never see me on an episode of Tall Boy Radio.
Well, after
They're
this, after you find out the whole movie's been a goof, we get the closing scene here. Freda hooks up with Penny's dad. They were hiding in a closet. Find out that Pea Stain was the father, like I said earlier. And like I said, that completely negates her calling herself a Titanic whore, saying she has no idea who the father is 30 minutes earlier. You know, they get explained what sex is because she cannot understand why these two think that they're the father.
No way! That's just not my mom!
But that's where she pees!
It's in my head and I can't unlearn it.
You're bad!
Can you show us?
I call sloppy seconds.
Here's that other scene we're talking about where you say they push the girls into the bush.
Yeah.
Perfect ending for them right here. They're walking. They see two hot girls walking with them, talking about how they can't blow it this time. This is their chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you get a bush club. Bam. Right in the bush.
I actually kind of would have liked if that was the first time we see them do the bush.
I know.
club.
Like they've already done it twice at this point.
Because then
so I
that,
wish.
yeah, Penny could have done it, and that would have just made Lloyd fell in love with her before he thought it was his child.
That
Or-
was a callback to the end of the first movie with the tropic.
The buses that rolled
Yeah.
up. Oh, it's like,
The
there's guys
the Hawaiian
town
tropic.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually the end of the movie, except for a post credit scene. Did y'all catch this?
With Seabass.
I did not.
Yes,
With
the post
Seabass.
credits. Yeah, they're complaining because they got their milkshake. Like one of them ordered vanilla and was given chocolate, and the other one's like, "Oh, I ordered chocolate and got vanilla." So they throw the milkshakes away instead of trading. Hit a guy's truck, and you get the guy going, "What the hell?" And the other guy goes, "Kick his ass, Seabass."
Dirty sons of bitches!
It also pops up with a Dumb and Dumber 4 logo coming in 2034.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I should have. I've seen that 12 years ago because I remember that last part.
So, a fun fact about Seabass. That is NHL Hall of Famer Cam Neely, played for the Boston Bruins, and he's actually the owner of that team. Or he played for the Boston Bruins and the Vancouver Canucks, but he is the president currently today of the Boston Bruins NHL team.
So what is he doing? Well,
He
I
is a
wonder-
legit hockey legend.
I was about to say, what is he doing a quick appearance like this in a movie? But I'm like, no, it's a Jim Carrey movie. You'd do anything to be in it.
It's Dumb and Dumber. You know, it's like he's fucking Seabass. You know, he wanted to do it again. They reached out to him and said, "Hey, we're doing this movie again. Do you want to kind of just make a cameo appearance?" And he was like, "Yeah, dude, I loved playing Seabass in the original film. I'd love to come back and do it again. I think that'd be great." And he was all on board. He was locked in.
Is there anything y'all want to hit on before we go to our overviews?
No, I've spilled enough fun facts and ruined this episode for you guys, and I apologize.
You've been great, man.
Wait, facts on a review? Maybe on our channel, it's a bad thing.
Somebody has to have a clue. Well, let's look at this. Rotten Tomatoes has a critics score on it of 31% and a fan score of 35%.
What? Okay.
So,
boo.
I'm saying those are all right. I'll get that into my wrap up. Fuck it. I'll hold.
You want to go ahead and go? Do yours?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we doing like a 1 out of 10 review?
1 out of 100%.
It's 100%.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So Dumb and Dumber 2. Honestly, it looks like pure brain dead slop at first glance, but peel back the fart jokes and catheter gags, and you'll find it's secretly smart. Those first 20 minutes, sneaky layers. Like Lloyd's comedy is all about timing right after the bus almost flattens him. Meta as fuck. They wait 20 years for this sequel, just like he faked being sick. Timing makes it land. They hid clever payoffs under cartoon chaos. So you laugh first and then go, wait, did they just roast evolution of dangling balls? And yeah, it kicked off the legacy sequel plague. Offspring twist, aging stars, nostalgic bait, but this one didn't fake depth or beg for applause. It owns its stupidity, stayed dumb enough to forgive, and kept me grinning over half the runtime. Solid 72, guilty pleasure that started the flood, but hey, at least it didn't suck.
Okay.
Well, Mike, you want to give your percentage and if what are your overall thoughts on the movie?
On my why? Yeah, for sure. Um, I appreciate this movie for what it is. The callbacks to the original I thought were pretty cool with the addition of new jokes peppered in. Bringing back some of the original cast outside of Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, the obvious two, I thought was really cool. Like Billy in 4C. We finally get to meet Freda Felcher, which I thought was cool. Of course, the like we talked about a minute ago, the cameo from Seabass was great, and the reference to Mary Swanson. At least, I do wish we would have seen Lauren Holly reprise that role somewhere in the movie, but that probably would have been overkill for what this movie already was. But also, getting to see very briefly the Mutt Cuts van, which is an iconic vehicle in cinema, in my opinion. But overall, out of 100, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Overall, out of 100, I'm gonna throw this at maybe in the 65 range, which it's not good, it's not bad, but it's a movie.
Okay.
And there's a lot of new jokes in it that I thought were really funny that had me laughing. Not as hard as nothing in the original, but for what it is, I thought it was okay. It was fine. I don't hate it.
It had the humor you'd expect of a sequel of, one of the greatest comedies of all time.
Yeah.
You get the same guys from the previous movie. They acted the same way. It's almost like it could have been a direct sequel,
Mm-hmm.
It didn't seem 20 years later with the way they acted. So like I said, I love that. I'm glad they ignored the awful prequel that came out between the two of them. I know like that would have killed canon on these if they even tried to go by those. But
Yeah.
I actually rather enjoyed this movie, even though it pretty much just rehashed every joke, from the first one, brought back a few characters, but they did it in a way that didn't seem lazy. Like they really tried to make it seem fresh, minus a couple overplayed jokes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an incredibly dumb movie. It is. It's not a smart movie whatsoever. Sorry, Malcolm, but that's the premise of it. It's supposed to be dumb and dumber. But 20 years, it's better late than never. Hopefully in another 8 we get another sequel to this. I don't know what they'd be doing, but yeah, no, I give this about 62%. I like this movie. I'll definitely watch it again.
Yeah, it had been a while since I've seen it, and it was cool that I got to revisit it to prepare for your guys' show.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot like how much I actually kind of enjoyed it.
Well, like I said, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. But before we go, Mike, can you tell our listeners about the Gray's Taproom podcast and where to find you?
Oh, for sure, my man. Thank you. We used to have a website, gracetaproom.com, but that is we're reworking on that right now. So we revamped our link tree at linktr.ee/ Grace Taproom Pod 2. There you can find all of anywhere you listen to podcasts, we're there. We have our merch store. We have Taproom Radio. You can check out our son's show, the Legendary Gunner podcast, which if you're a strictly WWE fan, one day he will release his next episode. He's still kind of coming off of the John Cena retirement back in December. But he will be dropping a new episode here soon. So you can check out his show. And we've got on August 21st of this year, we will be coming at everyone on our YouTube channel live from Nashville, Tennessee, with Jason and Alicia from the PFM podcast. So we're starting to try to promote that now for our 5-year anniversary episode, which will be streamed live again on YouTube. So free to watch for everybody. Please tune into that, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Damn, 5 years. I forget that when we actually first started, it was 5 years ago now.
Yeah. Oh, and on April 18th and 19th, if anyone is planning on watching WrestleMania 42, feel free to jump on our YouTube channel and watch it along with us. The comments will be wide open, so we can talk shit together and watch WrestleMania this year. That's coming up in about 4 weeks.
Perfect. Well, if you want more No Clue movie reviews, head over to our link tree at linktr.ee/No Clue movie reviews. You can find links to our YouTube and our social media accounts. Thank you guys for listening, and have a good one.
Does Dr. Pinchlow have Asperger's? Probably. I know he doesn't wipe real well.